DC is coming out with their own streaming service. And there is some good news to this, because we knew Titans was going to be on this streaming service show. You got Robin, Raven, Starfire, Beast Boy, and probably some others that's going to join sooner or later. And we saw some pictures of them, and I did a video on that. But anyway, the thing is, I was like, that's great. But for streaming service, there's so many streaming services coming out nowadays. It's like paying for new channels on cable. I gotta pay $10 here, Hulu, Netflix, to watch all this exclusive content. Why do we even need cable anymore? I mean, I'm really thinking about getting rid of cable. I just need I like to watch stuff live and live tweet. I mean, I do some, original network shows, or, the basic network shows, CW, ABC. I can always watch that stuff without cable, but the thing is, there's other shows, on AMC, like Into the Badlands. Like live tweet doing that. I should have been doing that during the other 2 seasons, but this 3rd season I started. But regardless, there's so many streaming services. I don't want to keep kicking out $10 every now and then. But the thing is, this DC streaming service is going to have a number of shows on it. You know what I mean? So they already said they got Titans coming. Now we know a Harley Quinn series is coming. Now Swamp Thing, which I'm kind of excited for. I'm a fan of Swamp Thing. I even watched the old movies when I was young. Me and my sister used to watch the old Swamp Thing movies. And there was something else. Was it Swamp Thing, Harley Quinn, Titans? I'm missing one. What is it? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. But now we know that Pennyworth. They're working on a Pennyworth series. And they said this is no Gotham spinoff. It's not a prequel to Gotham. It's not a spinoff of Gotham. They have a show about Alfred coming out. I don't know how I feel about that, because I really don't. I have to wait to see what it's about, because I'm not really interested in learning more about Alfred. Everything we learn about Alfred comes from the series. If anything you have with Bruce Wayne, young, old, and it has Alfred in it. So we see Alfred. We get some of Alfred. And I like the version of Alfred in Gotham. I do. I don't keep up faithfully with the show, Gotham, but I watch it every now and then. And I like that version of Alfred. So why do we need a Pennyworth show? I mean, is there anybody out there that's like, yes? You know what I mean? Really? I mean, they're going to keep dancing around and doing all these characters that's close. Gotham was cool when it focused on Gordon and stuff. That was cool. But you're going to keep bouncing around and focusing on these characters that's around Bruce Wayne, but never do a Batman television series. There might be some people who say, I don't want a Batman television series. Why not? Arrow worked. It's more Batman than Green Arrow. I mean, Green Arrow was kind of a copy of Batman when he first came out. And to some extent still is in the comics. A lot of their villains, they share a lot of the same villains. But that's the thing, man. I'm just like, it could work. It really could work. I mean, that's what you started doing with Gotham anyway. It seemed like you didn't want to do that at first. This happens all the time. Smallville, they was like, no tights, no flight. But they had Doomsday show up before he even got the suit. Superman. It's weird. It's like they want to stay in a certain area, and then they just start saying, okay, well, let's put that in. Okay, let's do this. And that's what they did with Gotham. They were focusing on Gordon and Gotham before all the villains and super villains show up and stuff. Then all of a sudden, they just start throwing the villains in there, and a lot of people responded positively to that. They really did. Some people might feel like, oh, no, it was better when it was just focusing on Gordon. They didn't have all the super villains. But a lot of people like the super villains. I don't know. People like it. But, yeah, so I'm just like, what do we need a show about Alfred for? I really don't know. But the thing is, the streaming service got more than one show, more than 2 shows that's coming out on it. They might not even be all released at the same time. As far as we know, we know they're currently shooting Titans. But are they going to shoot Titans and then, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. You pay for the service, you see Titans one year, then the next year you get Harley and Swamp Thing, then how's it going to go? I don't know, but I'm just really not excited for the Pennyworth series. I'm really not. I have to wait and see. I'm like, what are they going to do? And then is it going to piss me off? They're going to just keep showing Bruce doing certain things that I really want to see him do and get into. I think most superheroes, especially the grounded ones, will work better as a television series. You can get so much more story out. We get 3 Batman films and then they're rebooting the series. You know what I mean? Something like that. So a television series, you can get so much more story out. So much more story. You can do, each season can focus on multiple storylines from the comics. You know what I mean? So, whatever. I'm really not excited about this Pennyworth thing. I would love to hear from y'all in the comments. How do you feel about it? I'm not going to get the majority of the world's opinion from that, but that's just my thoughts on it. I don't think we need it. I know studio execs, somebody wrote a script, they came up with some cool ideas like, hey, this might work. But I really think you should probably focus on some other DC superheroes or characters, and not Alfred, man. Alfred with his own series. I think they're going to model it after the Gotham Alfred too. It's not going to just be Butler Alfred. It's going to be Alfred with some skills and some. He went on a journey before he became a butler for the Waynes and stuff like that. I think that's what we're going to see, and it could be very entertaining. But the fact that it's coming from pre-existing material that's DC, Batman related, and then you're not going to get Batman or the Bat Family and stuff like that, it could turn a lot of us off. But that's the thing about this: the majority of audiences aren't comic book fans. Everybody knows Batman, everybody knows Superman, but how many of them really know all the comic lore and material? You know, so it could work. It could really be a hit because a lot of people, the majority, don't know all the history behind Alfred, Bruce Wayne, and stuff like that. So they could just be watching it, and it could just be a good show to them, and they don't really care about the fact that it's tied into DC. So it could work. Maybe that's what they're banking on with stuff like this. I really think so. Anyway, that's my thoughts about the Pennyworth series. I'm going to check it out. I'm curious, so I'm going to check it out. Can't wait to see the trailers. We'll be doing a reaction to whenever they show those. That's it. So, all right. See you next time.